Yo, what's up everyone? So we're back with another tournament match. This is round 2. The nodes for this tournament are the victory track nodes. So there's Provocateur defenders and sector attackers. Provocateur defenders will make your attacks have a chance to miss. They'll gain regen and they'll gain power gain. And sector attackers, well, they will stop this. We're up against Max, and Max is a very good player. Last season he got his first top 10 title in Battlegrounds, so congrats to him on that. And I was a bit nervous going into this match because Max has a pretty good winning streak against me lately, so I was kind of nervous. But looking at my first match draft here, I was pretty confident. This is best of 5, by the way, so first person to win 3 games will advance in the tournament. He places his foe on, who I do not have a great option for at all. I place my Onslaught, who he does not have a great option for though, so I'm pretty confident I can win this round. He's going to end up going with CGR, and I end up going for Red Guardian in this fight. Now the reason Red Guardian isn't the best option for this fight is because when you use Red Guardian special 2, he will stun your opponent, which means Photon will trigger her untouchable and your special 2 will miss because the first hit of the special 2 stuns her, not just the last hit. So what you need to do in this matchup is actually parry Photon, hit into her phase, and then use your special 2 before her phase timer can come back, otherwise she's going to miss your special 2. But this matchup is doable, it's just not the absolute best matchup. And we're getting really bad AI to start. This fight could have been much faster, but Photon just refusing to throw her special attack. No surprise there though. Now the way I normally fight Photon is I will bait a special 2 and a special 1, then trigger her blue light form. But I must have got really unlucky on charges here, because by the time I baited out special 2, she was already at 14 charges. So if I baited out another special 1, I would have got hit in the face because she would have gone to blue light form. So I had to trigger her blue light form by using the old Nightcrawler method there. But it worked out for us. She wasn't throwing a heavy attack there for a second. Bit of chip damage, we love to see it. But I'm still pretty confident that I'll win this game. But no, he did that match really well. CGR versus rank 3 Onslaught is really not easy to finish high health because of all that unavoidable neuroshock damage. CGR is metal, so he can't shrug off the neuroshocks. So yeah, he did that fight really well. Must have got pretty lucky on neuroshock RNG, but 50k points for CGR versus rank 3 Onslaught. Pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Now I'm gonna place my Sassy. Now you might be thinking, oh, he's got Hulk, that's going to be a nuke. Well no, because Sassy is a tactic defender and Hulk is not a tactic attacker. So Sassy's gonna cause all sorts of problems for Hulk, like cause him to miss, gain loads of power. So he's actually not going to use Hulk here. He's going to use Red Skull, who is a tactic attacker, and I'm going to use the Longshot for Nick. Of course, I could use my rank 3 Penny Parker, who can cancel Nick's second life, and that would be like a 40-second fight. But I need to save Penny for defense next round, otherwise I'm going to lose. Now watch that, watch that. Nick actually dashed at me and I went for a parry, and of course I thought I landed the parry, but when he dashed at me, his medium attack whiffed and it threw me off so much that I let go of block, of course, because I thought I parried. Like, I was confident that was a parry. But yeah, little animation bug there. Luckily he only hit us once, and the bleed he applies, it was a small bleed, so that healed us up. But that's a bit worrying. I don't like that. Never had that happen before in the history of playing this game. I'm pretty sure that was a animation bug, and that completely threw this fight off. Longshot, he can do Nick in around 60 seconds if everything goes well. But on top of getting hit, Nick was pretty passive in this matchup, so it ends up taking a while. I am very curious to hear what everyone thinks is the better meta this season. Do you prefer Victory Track or do you prefer Gladiator Circuit? Because, they both have really strong power gain, but for Victory Track, only certain champions have that power gain. But those certain champions also have a chance to cause your attacks to miss, which is very, very annoying. So honestly, I'm kind of finding Victory Track more annoying. I'm not a fan of either node, but to me, the random miss is really annoying. But yeah, I just took that fight slow, you know. I was confident that if I finished high health, I was going to win that fight. I tried my rank 3 Red Skull versus Sasquatch, and I know for a fact that is not an ideal matchup. I'm going to place my Penny Parker now, who he has got Hulk for, who is a pretty good option for Penny because he has those Furies, he can drop her shield pretty fast. But I've got Silk for Onslaught, and even though my Silk is only rank 2, she can do this fight really well. She did this fight much better than I was expecting for a rank 2 versus rank 3. As I mentioned in my last tournament match, you know, I'm going to be taking Silk to rank 3 because I joined FAE. So I'll be going back to doing War. So I've been using Silk a lot more lately, and she has been impressing me, and this is one of those fights which really impressed me. SB2 doesn't quite kill here, but if she was rank 3, I'm pretty sure this SB2 would have killed. We got pretty lucky on double crits. But still, man, if she was rank 3, that special 2 would have killed, and that would have been like a 30-second fight. And this SB1, plenty of overkill, still had the burst damage left to go on that. So even if the special 2 didn't crit, the SB1 still would have killed in 46 seconds. Nearly 100% health, 50k points, you know, very impressive for a rank 2 Silk, I gotta say. I was never sold on Silk, always thought she was just a tad bit overrated, but yeah, I'm becoming a believer, man. I'm becoming a believer. Gonna stick with the same bans here. I always ban Serpent, of course. If you don't know that I ban Serpent, you must be new here. Fuck that guy. Gonna ban Bullseye just because Max's is rank 3 and I only have a rank 2 Bullseye. And then the last ban, pretty open. I'm gonna ban his rank 3 Titania because my Titania is only rank 2, trust me. Gonna fix that soon. On Cyber, Titania will be going to rank 3. And for those wondering, I will be doing a little bit of spending on Cyber, you know, thanks to the Eddie one coming through once again. So I'm pretty excited for Cyber, and you know, I'm planning to do a little Battlegrounds push. Maybe a C1 push, but we'll see about that one, man. Anyway, Max is going to place his rank 3 Maestro, and you might be screaming at your TV right now. Maestro's Incinerate immune. Why are you using Longshot? You're about to see, like I keep saying, Longshot's a sneaky guy. He has a lot of tips and tricks, a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and he can do Maestro really well. All you have to do is build up your good karma. I like to build up Longshot's good karma by dexing Maestro special 1, and then by doing that, your special 1 is going to deal a massive amount of bleed damage. I got a lot of power gain there, and that pushed me to special 2. That's fine, still hit pretty hard even though we didn't get the incinerate. But as you can see there, the special 1 damage is where it's at. Each special 1 is taking around 20% health off Maestro. Longshot's just goated. I can't believe so many people picked Omega Red over Longshot in that Omega Days event. And barely anyone uses their Omega Red in Battlegrounds. But you can see Longshot cooks. That was 50k score on a rank 3 Maestro. Barely beat Max there. What is that, 40 points? And Max seems a little bit salty at that. I don't blame him. I'd be pretty mad at that one as well. You know, I'm sure he just got screwed over by the neuroshock damage there. If he got a bit better RNG, he probably would have won. But he's going to place his Sasquatch, so I'm going to place my Sasquatch because I have a better counter than him. So I'm pretty confident that I can win this. He's going to go his Red Skull, who we saw in the last match is really not the best option. And I'm going to go Silk. And if you watched my last tournament match, you saw that against Man-Thing, I like to go for the special 3 rotation. Against Sasquatch, same thing because Sasquatch has such a big health pool and he has all that damage reduction. A Silk special 2 doesn't kill him, it doesn't even come close. So the fastest way I have found to do this fight with a rank 2 versus rank 3 at least is just go for the special 3 rotation, and then the special 1 is way overkill. Doesn't matter how many wrath charges Sasquatch have, doesn't matter how much damage reduction he has, he is not surviving a Silk special 3 into special 1. You do need to keep an eye on if he goes into wrath, because once Sasquatch hits 6 wrath charges, then he can into wrath. and he goes stun immune, so you do need to watch out for that. But it's a very low chance that he goes into Wrath at 6 or 7 charges, so 95% of the time you're going to be fine doing this rotation, and it's much faster. And if he does go into Wrath, you know, as long as you're paying attention, you have enough time to react and land your special one before he can get out of the stun and hit you with a combo. But that's it, I won the second game, so I'm 2-0 on Max right now. I just need to win one more and I advance in the tournament. If Max wins this game, he has to win 2 more and he'll advance in the tournament. But I'm pretty happy with my draft here. He only has one science champ, that is Silk, and I'm going to throw my Rincher down here to try and bait that Silk out. Now he places Havok, who I really don't have the best counter for, so that's why I want to bait out his Silk in this match. I can throw this round because, you know, I have pretty much nothing for Havok. I do have Red Skull, of course, but I need Red Skull for Domino. So I'm going to bait out his Silk so my Sasquatch can be a menace on defense. And I'm going to throw Hercules here. Even though I'm throwing, still going to try in this matchup. But this just goes awfully, man. Like, everything that can go wrong in this fight does go wrong. I get light intercepted trying to ramp up. Of course, you know, it's due for the course at this point. If you're trying to ramp up with Hercules with today's AI, you're going to get hit in the face. Now, Hercules can do Havok really well normally. You just want to use your special 2s though, because if you use your special 1, you're going to get precisions, which means you'll crit more. If you crit more against Havok, you're going to get more plasmas on you. I still went for a special 1 there without the intercept just to gain the true sense so I can counter miss. But yeah, it didn't matter. The true sense fell off. Then Havok started missing me a bunch, and he had that power gain, so he's gone straight to special 3. If you're wondering where that power gain's from, Havok is a Provocateur defender. Like I mentioned, they gain power gain, regen, and make your attacks have a chance to miss. But I end up getting special 3'd here and dying. Didn't matter anyway. Even if that fight did go well, I was not beating 42 seconds. Pretty confident for the rest of this matchup. You know, I have Sasquatch, who he has absolutely no one for, and then I have Photon, who he's got CGR for. But that's a pretty tricky matchup that can easily go wrong, goes wrong all the time for players. I'm going to place my Sasquatch here to get a pretty much guaranteed win in the second round, just so I can set myself up decently for round 3. He's going to place this Sasquatch, which I really did not want him to do. I would have rather him place his Onslaught there for sure. I'm thinking about going Photon here, but I end up going with Onslaught. Now, like I mentioned, Sasquatch is a tactic defender, but Onslaught can bypass miss, so we don't have to worry about Sasquatch causing our attacks to miss. We do, however, have to worry about that massive power gain. If I was using a sector attacker, we would be able to stop all of that, but of course Onslaught is not a sector attacker. I don't actually have that many sector attackers in my deck. I think I have 6 or 7. There's not actually that many good ones for Battlegrounds, to be fair. So yeah, I'm honestly really not a fan of war metas in Battlegrounds. This is what this is. This is the war meta put in Battlegrounds. Not a fan of that. I think it's pretty lazy. You know, it saves war players resources because they don't have to rank up new champions for Battlegrounds. They can just use the champions they've ranked for war. But war players are not Battleground players. You should be aiming to make the Battlegrounds players happy with the nodes. And yeah, not only are war metas lazy in Battlegrounds, it's a power gain meta, and no one likes power gain metas. There's literally a power gain meta in Victory Track and Gladiator Circuit. There's no escaping the power gain. What is wrong with Kabam? Literally, we've made it so clear to them that we don't like power gain metas, and they make fucking 2 of them. What the fuck? But yeah, man, this fight's going pretty well so far, but it almost goes off the rails, and you're about to see how. Just baiting out specials off Sasquatch here. Gonna throw my heavy to pause my stuff, and you know, I'm trying to bait out special 2. He doesn't throw it, so I immediately dash in, hit his block a few times, praying the degen kills, then goes for a heavy. He hits me in the face for trying to land that heavy, but he didn't SB3 me. So, you know, fair enough. I'd rather take a combo than get hit by special 3. But that shouldn't have happened in the first place. If he just threw special 2 there, would have been fine, but it's okay. No way he was beating me there. He tried Red Skull versus Sasquatch every single match, and it hasn't gone well once. He just didn't have any better options. But this last match here, I'm going to go Red Skull versus Onslaught. And this matchup is actually pretty good, unless you get hit in the face like me. But yeah, you know, I was actually pissed off. I got hit in the face there. So I was a bit tilted and got hit by a heavy as well. But anyway, my point, Red Skull, actually a pretty good counter for Onslaught. Ignore I got hit in the face there and watch the rest of this matchup. You'll be surprised. He can get this fight down pretty well. You got to spam SB1s because, of course, Onslaught takes no damage from shock. But he still gets the fight down pretty fast. And that power drain helps against Onslaught, you know. Helps you bait out less special attacks, which is going to save you a lot of time because Onslaught special attacks take about 20 years. But I do end up somehow winning this match despite taking half of my health. I guess Photon was just a bit of a bitch to his CGR there, and I am going to advance in the tournament. Another 3-0 victory, but I don't think we're going to be carrying on the 3-0 streak in the next match. We've been very, very lucky against both Max and Apple. Would be nice if that could continue, but I'm not holding my breath. But yeah, GG's to Max. He just got really outdrafted. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you aren't already, and I hope you're excited for the rest of the tournament.